Today is Thursday, Parashat Nitzavim. We're coming very close to Rosh Hashanah, God willing. It's going to be on Sunday evening, Monday and Tuesday. On both nights of Rosh Hashanah, on Sunday evening and Monday evening, there is a seder that we do. There are certain fruits, certain vegetables that we eat. We say certain prayers as we eat them. And I've been getting many questions this week about how do we do, what are the fruits, what are the different customs. So maybe we'll speak about that a little bit this morning. Number one, there are different customs, and the customs that are acceptable in different communities are all valid. For instance, some people start with the apple dipped in the honey. Others start with the date rather than the apple. And there are reasons for that. The date is one of the fruits of the land of Israel. It's given precedence. The apple dipped in honey, there are Kabbalistic reasons why we use specifically the apple. And both customs are valid, whether you have a book that you use, a siddur, or your family started with dates, and that's what you do, or if not, then it's apple. However, in the information that we send out by email to the community, we took the approach of starting with the apple first, and that's how we're going to be speaking about this morning. Then there are two other customs also. Some do this order of the fruits and vegetables before the motzi, and others do it after the motzi, and again, both customs are valid. So also, in the type of items that we use, we'll see that there is a difference sometimes between one community and the other. So the first one will be the apple dipped in honey. We'd say, of course, Borei Peri Ha'etz on it, the bracha for the fruit trees, and then for fruit that comes from a tree. And then we dip the apple in the honey, and we say the bracha, Borei Peri Ha'etz, and then we say, Yehi Ratzon, Milefanecha, Hashem Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu, Shitchadesh anu shana tova u'metuka, that we should have a good and sweet year, Bereshit Hashanah, from the beginning of the year till the end of the year. So we start with an apple that's dipped in a sweet honey, so that we should have a sweet year for the year that starts that evening. Because after all, starting on a good foot, starting on a sweet type of a taste is something that would give a good sign for the rest of the year to be in that way good and sweet. Then after the apple dipped in honey, we're going to go to the other item, will be karte. Karte is leeks. And the leeks, so if you do this before you do the motzi, you have to say Borei Peri Ha'adama, and then you say Yehi Ratzon Milefanecha Hashem Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu She'ikartu Oivenu ve'Son'enu ve'Chol Mevakshei Ra'atenu. And basically we use a play on words. Karte, which is leeks, has also the significance in Hebrew. She'ikartu, they should be decimated. What? Our foes, our enemies, and all who seek our harm should be finished off and cut off, just like the karte is a word that has that kind of meaning, even though it's the name of a vegetable. Now, for those who do this brachot after the motzi, some have the custom of saying Borei Peri Ha'adama on a different vegetable than a vegetable that is eaten with bread, like could be eaten with bread, the karte, and they may say Borei Peri Ha'adama on maybe a banana or on some watermelon. Some people have that custom. It's not a common custom, but it's done also. And then we say the Yehi Ratzon for the leek, and then eat from the leek. Then after that will be salka. Salka is Swiss chard, and when you say you eat the salka, before you eat it, you say Yehi Ratzon Milefanecha Hashem Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu She'istalku Oivenu ve'Son'enu ve'Chol Mevakshei Ra'atenu. Salka in Hebrew, selek, salka, has a kind of a double meaning. The other meaning has to do, like istalku, they should be removed. So we say that it may be the will of Hashem that our foes, our enemies will be removed, All who seek our harm should be removed and kept away from us. Then after Salka, we're going to eat dates. Now for the dates, we say, Yehi Ratzon, Lefanecha Hashem Elokeinu Ve'Elokeinu, again, may it be your will, Hashem, Sheitamu Oivecha Ve'Sonecha Ve'Chol V'Aksher Ha'atenu, that all, we pray to Hashem, that all all our enemies and all the ones who seek our harm, Yitamu, should cease to exist. Again, a play on words. Tamar is a date. Yitamu sounds almost the same. They should be cease to exist. They should stop existing. And again, a play on words, but because the words and the Hebrew letters have power in terms of every letter, and if a word sounds similar to something that has another meaning, so tamre, yitamu, that's why we use the dates. Then we have kara. Kara is the gourd, and we say Yehi Ratzon, she lefanecha, again, may it be the will of Hashem, shetikra roa gezar dinenu, that you tear up any evil decree of our judgment, ve'ikareu lefanecha zachiotenu, and may our merits be declared before you. So again, a play on words. The word for gourd is kera. Ikareu, it should be torn up, any evil decree. Ve'shetikra roa gezar dinenu, that any evil decree should be torn up. Ve'ikareu lefanecha zachiotenu. Ve'ikareu means they should be stated, declared, our merits. After that is rubia. Now rubia is black-eyed peas. That's, some communities have that custom. Us, in our community here, most of the people do not eat the black-eyed peas. Instead, they have sesame seeds with sugar. And many families have that. And again, rubia, it has to do with rov, with a lot. And here, sheyirbu zachiotenu karubia, that our merits will be many, just like the black-eyed peas, or some say katiltan, which is like the sesame seeds, as they have a little spoon of sesame seeds with sugar, they say this saying. After that is rimon, pomegranates. Now, some people don't have pomegranates for both nights. Some families have the custom to have pomegranates only on the second night, and the first night they have the sesame seed. And sesame seeds have many seeds, and also pomegranates has many seeds. So it's the same concept. So we say mitzvot karimon, that we should be full of mitzvot, or shirbu zachiotenu, that's another version, that our merit should be great, and many just like the seeds of the pomegranate. Now, why some people keep the pomegranate for the second night is because we say both nights shechianu in the kiddush, and they want to have a new fruit on the table, so the shechianu would include the new fruit and the kiddush as well. But many families have pomegranates both nights, and on the second night, even though if you don't have a new fruit, you can still say shechianu, they put on the table quinces that are also with sugar, and they're sweet, and they're sweetened, and that's typically a fruit that is new for that season. And also shechianu, when we say in the kiddush, we have in mind also those quinces. So that would be a custom of many families. After that is Rosh Keves. What is Rosh Keves? Is the head of the ram. Many families had head of ram. If you're not able to get head of ram, then the head of a fish is also acceptable. And we want to be the head and not the tail. That's why we say Yehi Ratzon, it should be will of Hashem, Sheniyeh lerosh velo lezanav, that we should be always the head and not the tail. And if you're having the head of sheep or the head of ram, then you add also v'tizkor lanu elo shel Yitzchak Avinu, and you remember for us the ram of Yitzchak Avinu, because after all, the day of Rosh Hashanah is the anniversary of Akedat Yitzchak, or the sacrifice of Isaac, when instead of Isaac, it was the ram that had his horn caught in the bushes that was brought as a sacrifice. So we remind, so to speak, Hashem So please remember the great merit of our forefather Yitzchak and our forefather Abraham. But our forefather Yitzchak was going to be a sacrifice replaced by the ram, and that's why we mention it. But if you're eating the head of fish, then you don't say this last part. So this was an overview of the various items that we eat on the night of Rosh Hashanah. May it be a sweet year, a year filled with many, many blessings. Amen. Ken Yeh Ratzon. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.